Hello once again, it's Matthew here from MatthewNorthMusic. Thank you for watching my latest video. And as ever, if you find the kind of videos I make interesting, be them about music, electronics, something else in between, please think about subscribing to the channel. It really does help the channel grow. And if you click the little bell icon, then it will let you know the next time there's a new video published. And any videos I make, if you like them or find them interesting, please think about sharing them on social media, because that also really helps things along. And also I am on other forms of social media. I'm on Facebook as MatthewNorthMusic. There's also an Instagram page and a Twitter page, but it's mostly Facebook that I use. Anyway, today, this bag has literally just arrived on my doorstep. It's, oh, what's the time? It's about 7:45 in the evening on Monday, and this just came from wish.com. Now, I did a video a couple of days ago about Tandy electronics, and that's been quite popular amongst you. You seem to like the sort of nostalgia thing. Well, Wish, as you know, are a front end for lots of other sellers, mostly based in China. And they were doing a deal where if you bought over £20 worth of stuff, then postage would be £2.99 for the whole order. Well, I found that the most expensive thing about Wish a lot of the time is the postage cost. So I decided to buy a whole bunch of random stuff and get it ordered, and this has just turned up. So I don't know if this is the whole order or not. I don't think it is, because I think there's some other things that should be with it. But I'm going to open it up. We're going to have a look at what I've bought, and it's mostly going to be parts, and I'll just examine them and give you an idea of, you know, whether they're decent or not, whether the parts are decent quality or not, whether they're worth buying. So let's get this open and we'll have a look. Right then, well, here's my trusty pair of scissors, and let's open this parcel up. As I said, I'm not 100% sure if everything in here is what I bought, because some things come from different sellers and I think they get sent at a different time. But I think a lot of Wish stuff now, you sort of order it, it all gets sent in containers to a sorting depot, and then they join it all up together and just stick it in one bag to be delivered. So this came via one of the budget couriers. I think it was Every, who are, you know, not the best, but you know, it all arrived. And so I've got a whole bunch of stuff here. Now, one downside with all of this is the packaging, because there's a lot of plastic and a lot of waste. So yeah, it's not great having stuff like this, but you know, it's what it is. It's how stuff's sold, it's how stuff's made, and you know, all this stuff is made in China, so you kind of sort of stuck with it, really. Anyhow, so yeah, each kind of package there, it's got a customs label of some description. So I think this all does come to a distribution centre, and I think because all the packages are fairly cheap and small, if they send them separately, then you don't get charged any kind of import duty for them. Anyway, let's get this open. What have we got in here? Okay, we've got a battery tester, and I've been wanting a battery tester for ages because, well, you know, it's handy to test batteries. Now, this is sort of like a clamp type fitting, and you can put different size batteries in there. So let's get this open and see if it works. Gee, you shouldn't really open it like that, because I might end up damaging the sofa. Okay, let me grab a battery from somewhere if I've got one lying around. I think what you kind of do is you put it in here and you stick it in place, and there we go. So that's telling me this battery's got 1.02 volts. In other words, it's flat. And 1.07 now. Yeah. So yeah, this battery tester's working, and I think that's a great little tester. I think you can put. Can you do 9 volters as well? I think you probably can. You can do coin cells in the bottom here. And then you can do, yeah, it's 1.2 to 4.8 volts. So, yeah, the only thing you can't do is Oh, you can do 9 volts on the bottom, look. Got these tabs here for 9 volts. So, yeah, very useful little gadget, that. I think this was about £4. I think it was about £4, that. So, yeah, that works. That's good. That's a good little product. So if you're after one of them, yeah, that's good. Now, as I say, I don't think this order's complete because I ordered a load of metal boxes, the kind of ones you put effects pedals in, and they haven't shown up with this. I think that's probably the only thing that isn't here though, so they probably were coming from somewhere else. So here we got another package. It says it's a standard delivery. So we'll open this up and see what we've got inside here. And I think I know what this is actually. So yeah, these are Velcro cable tie wraps. So the idea is that we'll take one out. So you get one of these. If I can get it off, because they're all Velcro together, which is good. It means that they're solid. So it's you got the hooks on one side and the felt on the other. Get that apart. So if we take a cable like this cable here that is actually holding my microphone on, and we pop that through there, then we wrap the cable up, and then it will kind of wrap up like that, and it will stay in place. Now these aren't very long, these cable ties, but actually I think I might have even wrapped that round the wrong way. But I think if you've got cable that way, that size, yeah, once it's wrapped up, it's actually very tough, so you have to give it a good pull to get it apart, and that's just on that bit. So if it's a smaller cable and you got it double wrapped, and then that's even better. So yeah, these are a winner, and I think they were roughly about £1 for 10, maybe £1.50, something in that order. And I got a whole load of them because, as well as having lots of cables anyway, if I kind of fix something, I kind of want to wrap the mains cable up as much as anything else. So if I've got these Velcro cable ties, then that'll do a good job. So yeah, wish.com Velcro cable ties, I recommend them, they are good. Right, the next package is here. Now, again, I've got no idea what's in here other than it sounds a bit wrapped. Okay, we've got a load of connectors. So I did buy a whole bunch of jack plugs, because you always need jack plugs. These were about 50p each, 50 or 60p. They're made of metal. We've got our insulator inside, and yeah, the metal's not bad. It's a little bit, it's not that solid. We're not talking Nutric quality here, but certainly if you're using this for, I'd say, more lightweight use, certainly if you're doing something like a permanent installation where you're not plugging in and unplugging cables, these will do the job admirably. And like I said, I think these are about 50, 60p each. They might be 70p each. They were certainly way less than £1. And I bought 2 lots of them. I think they were about £8 for 10. They might have been £8 for 10. And so I got 2 lots of them. So again, you get what you pay for, but if you want some cheap jack connectors, these will do the job well. I probably wouldn't use these for guitar cables because they will break at some point, but certainly if you've got keyboards and tape machines or whatever plugged in permanently like a home studio, then they're going to do the job really well. So yeah, another win on that. Now here we've got something that's rattling. Again, I think I know what this might be, but I won't know until we've unwrapped it. Again, lots of plastic wrapping, but there's not a lot you can do about that. And then we got some bubble wrap. Again, I'll reuse this because I always reuse bubble wrap. Okay, so we've got a load of fuses. Got from 100 milliamps up to 30 amps. I can't see me using any of these high values particularly, but they're all 20 mil, I think. Are they 20 mil or 25 mil? I didn't look, to be honest. No, they are 20 mil. And yeah, I think these were about a fiver. And there's tons of values in there. And I don't really have a lot of fuses. I've got a few knocking around, but not many. So I thought a box of fuses might be handy. So yeah, I mean, I probably only really need the lower values for most audio gear, maybe up to 3 amps. but the others I probably don't need, so they probably were a bit of a waste of money. So I think if you are going to buy a box of fuses, you want to make sure you check the values you got. And I must admit, when I bought these, I just thought, oh, box of fuses, and I didn't really look too closely. So yeah, I think they're about a five or something like that. So if they're the values that you need, then go for it, and if not, then I'd maybe skip them and get them individually. Okay, the next little bag, again, this is oh, again, more bubble wrap. Let's just cut this open. And what do we have here? Ah, now, this was, I think, about £15, £16. And it's a preamplifier and pickup for an electroacoustic guitar. Now, I was tempted by this because the transducer in my Yamaha electroacoustic, that's like my main gigging acoustic, was playing up a bit. And this is supposedly a direct drop-in for a Yamaha. I don't know that it is, but that's what they kind of said. And what have we got? Well, this is the preamplifier then, and it's got various sort of EQ along here and some sort of boost control here. Got a volume control there, and we've got a built-in digital tuner as well with an LCD display. So, you know, that's quite flash really for a budget device. Now, this is our battery compartment, and we've got balanced XLR output as well as a standard sort of mono jack output. And in this little bag, we've got our transducer, and we've got some like a sticky tab thing, which I think sits inside the guitar for you to tidy up the cables to. And this cable obviously plugs in here. There's no earthing as such. I don't know if you have to earth the strings or not, but I mean, that all looks very nice. And I'm guessing this is probably the same as what you would find in a lot of sort of sub £300 electroacoustics, but I think that was like 16 pounds. I probably will do a review of this once I've installed it into a guitar. I was thinking of putting this into my Echo Ranger acoustic 12 string, but I don't really want to drill holes in it. But on the other hand, I would like to see what it sounds like. So maybe what I might do is a temporary lash up where I just maybe I could even Velcro this inside the guitar somehow and plug a cable in just to see what it sounds like before thinking about whether I would actually install it into the guitar permanently. And if I did, then I'd get a tech to actually do that properly. But on the face of it, it seems pretty decent for you know, not a lot of money. Okay, well, the last thing in this package is what's in this box here. Again, I can't remember what I bought. But it's saying we definitely don't have the metal boxes that I ordered, so but you know, you kind of know what they are, those sort of metal project boxes. And I think the reason I bought them is that the ones that are sort of the standard sort of size for a small normal sort of pedal, I think they worked out at about £3.50 each, whereas for a while those boxes were catching up to being like, you know, £7 or £8 at one point. They were getting very expensive. I don't know if there was a shortage of them, and now I mean, because you do find that with sites like wish.com, like some of their kits, like they do a Klon Centron overdrive pedal kit, and I've made a video about one of those because I built one. And those kits, one minute they're about £20, the next minute they're 50. But they have gone down in price in more recent times, but they were going up and down like a yo-yo in price. And I think that was more whenever, you know, sort of demand met. You know, if there's a really popular video about clones on YouTube, then I think people start buying them. And then if there isn't much, then they go down to sort of normal price again. And I've eventually got this open, and here we have something I use a lot of. And these are box jacks. And these are the jack sockets that I use on principally the Look Mum No Computer synthesizers that I build. And yeah, these are pretty much identical to any other box jack that I use. You've got the 3 prongs on the bottom. One's for ground and one's left and one's for right, effectively. Although you can make, if you want to make a switch contact, then you can, you know, use the ground and the center pin. So when you get a mono jack plug in, they make a connection. But these are also very handy for effects pedals because you can stick them in an effects pedal box and they don't take up much room, particularly width-wise. And also, you don't have to worry about any sort of shorting because it's all plastic. So this could be flat on the deck of a pedal and it's all good. Now, I think I paid some, again, these were pretty cheap because I'm used to paying, like from Thonk or somewhere, I buy them when they're on offer for £1 each. And I think these were probably about half this. I think these were about 50 or 60 pence each. So I think I bought 20 of them. So that should keep me going for a few more projects, because I've got a couple of Look Mum No Computer modules. They were actually additional ones that I have for my synthesizer, and I'll probably use these on that. So yeah, that's not a bad little haul of stuff there. Well, that's that then. So hope you found that interesting. If you did, please think about subscribing, and I'll catch you on the next one.